If you guys need anything grinded in my team, whether it's online or offline, be sure to hit up Rose NBA. The link to his Twitter will be in the description down below. 100% reliable, so be sure to go hit him up now. What is going on, guys? Today, we are going to be talking about Season 7 of NBA 2K22 Myteam. It is definitely coming very soon here. The season ends in 3 days, so Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we will be getting a brand new season. Tomorrow being Tuesday, we are going to be getting our final takeoff pack. If I had to guess, they may actually do takeoff super packs. I'm kind of hoping they don't do that, but I really wouldn't be surprised if they did. So we'll obviously see what happens there. But if you guys do enjoy this video, do me a favor and kill that like button. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to consider hitting that subscribe button. Would be greatly appreciated. Now, obviously, you guys can tell by the beginning of this video, yes, I tried to do my old intro. We're going to move right past it, though, because, you know what, hey, it's like when the new year changes, everybody in school ends up writing down the wrong year and everything like that. It's all good. But like I said, let's talk about Season 7, man. Season 6 was pretty, I mean, the thing is, with Season 6, there's some good things that I liked, and there's some good things, or some bad things that I really didn't like. I think one of the highlights of Season 6 that is going to continue into Season 7, which is good, are these lifetime agendas here that are for the Dark Matter and Opals that you do get throughout the playoffs, which is really nice. So I'm really happy that they did go ahead and do that. Also, in Season 6, we saw some really good promos drop here, which obviously, it worked the market pretty interesting. For instance, we got the Zero Gravity set on day 1, featured Zach LaVine, Paul George, and Blake Griffin, which is really nice. We saw the takeoff promo, which obviously consisted of all of these Dark Matters and Opals. And you guys know it gave us one of the best filters in the game as far as sniping goes. We saw the fan favorite set, which did give us that Kevin Durant finally. The Supernova set, headlined by Magic, Karolinko, and James Harden. And finally, the Invincibles here that were really nice. We also did get the Signature Series set with Wilt and LaMelo Ball as well. They're just obviously on a different page. But, yeah, with Season 6, we saw the debuts of Invincibles in packs, which obviously is a big deal because now that opens up the entire Myteam mode to really start getting flooded with out-of-position players, with definitely more glitch players. That was actually another promo that we did get. I completely forgot about that, where we did get Yao Ming and we did get Ben Simmons as well as Larry Bird, but obviously Yao and Ben are the ones headlining the entire promo. Now, you guys can see, too, Ben's price is going back down, which is really surprising. I talked about this in the previous video about the auction crash and everything. So if you guys want to, hear anything about that, go check out that video. Really interesting stuff here. But yeah, Ben Simmons looking already pretty down in price. But yeah, there's some definite things going on here that I feel like are pretty interesting. That in Season 7, we are going to be seeing some really good stuff. As far as content goes, I think the main thing is that everybody's talking about the level 40. This season, we did get Josh Giddey as the level 40 reward. Now, the thing about Josh Giddey is when this first came out, I was a huge advocate for Giddey. He is still a very good guard in this game. I would still say he is top 5 and everything. But the problem is, with how cheap MT is right now, you guys could literally get like a million MT for like $30, $40, something like that. With how cheap it is, you're so liable to be able to get Ben Simmons, and Ben is arguably better than Giddey. And if you're, saying, okay, maybe Ben not so much, you still have, this guy right here, LaMelo Ball, who, is obviously still very solid in this game. And on top of that, you still do have Luka Doncic, which both of these guys, saves you a ton of time grinding. Obviously, Giddey is still really good, but I think with Season 7, we really need to see a huge upgrade with the level 40 reward, and that being the very first Invincible card that does, or that will end up being the level 40. So it'll be interesting to see again what does happen here. It'll be interesting to see again who we end up getting. So we've seen basically every single position now. We've gotten Giddey, we've gotten AI, we got Yao, we got Melo, we got KG. I'm trying to remember who the one from last season was. We got Ray Allen. So we got, everything that we really need. So now looking at it, it's definitely got to be an Invincible. With the way my team is going and everything, this has to be an Invincible card. And I'm really hoping they make it somebody that players are really going to want. I talked about this the other day. I tweeted about this and everything, and I'm hoping that it is a guy that not only is, you know, a fan favorite as far as the name goes, but also really fits the meta of this game. And if they're gonna do somebody, I'm hoping it's either a center or a point guard. Those are the two, or by far the two most used positions in my team. And honestly, there's two players I want to predict, but I know it's very unlikely that we do get either. One of them is going to be an upgrade over this man right here in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. An Invincible Kareem, I know, is a huge money maker and everything, but the reason why I'm hoping we do see a Kareem is because there is still that opportunity to get that big selling Kareem in packs in the GOAT Kareem, but also, again, making the level 40 somebody that is worth grinding for. In return, will obviously have players really be pushed to want to grind this game, and I really think that it is a perfect player that we could see be the level 40. There are some other, you know, guys that I think that could be Invincibles that we could potentially see. I mean, we did see the Hakeem last year be a part of the token market. Maybe they slide Hakeem as that level 40. Maybe they make it a D-Rob. One guy that I think they can actually do that would be a little bit better, I feel like, is going to be this man right here, okay? Joel Embiid has not been in the play, or is obviously knocked out of the playoffs. He does not have a dark matter in this game yet. Highest card is a Galaxy Opal, so why not? I mean, I could see, hey, maybe Joel Embiid being that guy and being the level 40, and then Invincible Embiid would literally be able to do everything. If you guys are looking for cheap MT, whether it's on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, or Switch, all you have to do is go to the site NBA2kking.com, and they will gladly hook you up with the cheapest prices on the market. All you have to do is click whatever option you want, go to your coupon code, and type in Bio2k for a 5% discount. They actually walk you guys through exactly how to do this, so be sure to go hit them up now. Now, I definitely had more of an opinion for the centers. The point guards, one example that I think would be really cool to see as a PG is this guy right here. Lonzo only does have a Galaxy Opal that did drop forever ago. And honestly, Lonzo, I think, would be a perfect fit as a level 40. Now, you may say, okay, what's the difference between him and Giddey? I feel like Lonzo, obviously, his defensive ability is going to be so much better than Giddey. He'll be able to match guys kind of like Jordan and kind of like Luka, I feel like, where he'll be really quick. He'll be able to not only dribble, but I feel like also if they do have that very quick jump shot that is very easy to green and stuff like that with Lonzo, I feel like he could definitely be a top tier, you know, PG in my team. And I mean, as the first Invincible, I feel like, you know, with all the Hall of Fame defensive badges and shooting badges, like, he would be a card that a lot of players would want to grind for. Again, one guy that I know people have talked about and I've seen a lot, especially over the last couple days, is Kobe. I mean, as much as I would love to say, hey, you know what, Kobe is going to be a free Invincible, I just doubt it. I really do. I mean, I would love nothing more than for Kobe to really be one of the free cards. I mean, it'd be awesome if it was. Maybe he even gets that, again, a PG eligible card. Maybe we even see T-Mac. Maybe, you know, again, a Tracy McGrady could be a really good card that we could see. That, again, we haven't seen in a long time. So either one of these guys that is PG eligible would be really cool as well, but I highly doubt it. I mean, I know the Kareem was a lot like a stretch, but that's why I'm thinking more towards either the Lonzo Ball or the Joel Embiid, you know, S-type player versus the guys that are real money makers every single year in 2K. Previously, I do, you know, make predictions and everything on every single one of these game modes, and I don't really think I'm going to do it this time, only because I feel like this next season, it's gonna be really like different. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that it is gonna be different. I kind of similar to what we saw with Limited, how we didn't really get a player. We got to vote on the player towards the end. Now, I do think that they do this again with Limited, which is gonna be really cool. But you know, when it comes to Triple Threat Online, like, you know, you have Marquise Johnson, you have Bradley Beal, two guys that are, you know, so random that it's like really hard to kind of guess. You know, same thing with Triple Threat. I mean, Richard Dumas and Bill Laimbeer, again, two guys that are kind of whatever. One guy that I could maybe see either being in Triple Threat or being in Triple Threat Online is a guy like Joe Dumars, maybe. A guy that's pretty solid, has good rebounding. I could see maybe an upgrade of Rip Hamilton being in one of these guys. Not trying to keep with the Pistons theory or theme. Just more of like these guys that are good guards that are just not top tier guards that sell, you know, in packs or anything like that. So I could see some of these random players similar to like that, maybe maybe an upgrade to Turkaloo in one of these things. I could definitely see one of those guys definitely getting upgrades. And again, same thing with like Draft, you know, Draft and Unlimited. These are two guys that we've never heard of before. And then even in Clutch Time, you know, or not Clutch Time. Clutch Time was James Worthy. And I'm trying to remember. And then the guy on the wheel was the guy that, you know, again, has never really been heard of. So as far as these guys go, I mean, I'm hoping, you know, we get some really good stuff. Bob was actually still the best free power forward, I feel like, in the game. Again, I see free power forward because there's obviously tons of options you can get in packs and everything like that. So it'll be interesting for sure to see what kind of happens with Unlimited and everything like that in the rewards we're going to get. I'm really hoping that it is some good stuff. I mean, I don't know why, again, but I feel like this is going to be a good season as far as content goes, as far as like triple threat events, like for online and offline Clutch Time events. I'm hoping and I'm begging we see something like this again. This is one of the most fire things that they did in season 6 that I'm hoping does get to be returned. And I'm really hoping it leads to a free Invincible as well. I mean, we should be able to see multiple free Invincibles. I mean, again, it most likely is going to be a 5 or 6 week long season again, and that's going to lead us right into, you know, the end of June. So I'm hoping by the end of the season, you know, we have that Invincible option in Limited. I'm hoping we have that Invincible option with you know, the zero gravity stuff. Obviously it'll be the theme of the next season. And then even this right here for the NBA Finals, we should be getting a free Invincible eventually out of one of these packs. I'm hoping we do see, you know, an Invincible or a pack, you know, whoever wins. So say, you know, I'm going to just be biased because whatever. Say, you know, we make it to the finals and, you know, like the Warriors make it to the finals and we get a, you know, we get like a Dark Matter Klay Thompson, a Dark Matter Draymond Green, a Dark Matter Poole, a Dark Matter, I don't know, Wiggins, and then the finals MVP, we get an Invincible Steph. Something like that would be really cool, and I think that would be one of the more solid options, I think, that we could potentially be getting here in the finals and everything. So we definitely should be set up for a lot of really good rewards and everything, and I'm really hoping that next season is really good. But with that, I'm going to be making a video on this probably Thursday, maybe Wednesday. I'll probably make it Thursday, talking about, you know, what to do leading into season 7 here. But I would not be surprised if we do see a market crash here going into season 7, you know, consisting of some of these players that are borderline buy nows already, like Butler. I mean, 150 for Butler, really not the greatest. I mean, he's definitely going to crash. Tatum's already pushing a buy now. You have Lillard that's going to be pushing a buy now. Let me get rid of these guys that I already do have. But like, you know, a lot of there's already a lot of Dark Matters that are buy nows that aren't even a part of the takeover sets. Like Harden literally was actually a buy now like an hour ago. So I don't know, maybe I missed an opportunity there on looking to flip him. But like AK, I could see pushing a buy now. Levine, I could see pushing a buy now. You know, Power Within Steph, I could see pushing a buy now. Like there's definitely a good amount of cards that I think are going to drop in price. So I mean, especially today with these new super packs, the auction is going to be down until season 7 anyway. So I would be very careful on that. Let me know some of your guys' predictions down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, peace.